think it's only the pitch clock. These pitchers, these kids are throwing 90-mile-per-hour fastballs at the age of 16, 17 years old. Yep. They're throwing curveballs that are going almost 85, 90 miles per hour before they're playing college ball. They put a lot of torque on their arms and their shoulders at a very young age. Some of them last. Max Scherzer didn't have shoulder or elbow problems until late in his career at the age of 36, 37. He had that lat problem, then he had elbow problems. It happens.
Welcome to the New York Mets, where our pitchers always get hurt.
I don't think it's just the pitch clock.
No.
I don't. I think it's the training. I think the training in baseball is completely different than it was in the 60s and the 70s. I'm not going to sit here and think that it's just the pitch clock is the only reason why these guys have elbow and shoulder problems. I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think it has a lot to do with their training. I think it has a lot to do with the competitiveness now of these athletic, gifted kids that want to make the major leagues. Now, remember when you threw 90 miles per hour in the 90s and the early 2000s, you're making the major leagues. Now, if you throw 90 miles per hour, there's no guarantees you're making it to the majors.
If your fastball's 90, it's a concern now.
I mean, seriously. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, if you want to make the majors, you got to throw at least 97, 98. At least. And if you're throwing over 100, there's no doubt about it, you're going to make a major league team. There's no doubt. If you can throw, even if it has no spin on the ball.
Or you have to, as long as you can control it, yeah.
If you could throw strikes and throw 100 miles per hour, you're making a major league roster. There's no doubt about it. It is nothing. It has nothing to do with the pitch clock. I know Tony Clark is trying to get rid of it. I know that's what he's trying to do because a lot of the pitchers don't like it. They don't like being rushed at the pitching mound. And then the players, they're standing outside the box playing with their gloves or itching their ass or fixing their shirts. What happened to Harvey? Harvey was throwing too hard.
Yep.
What happened to Jacob deGrom? Why has he had 2 UCL tears in the same arm over the last, 10 years? Because he's throwing too hard. He's throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs when he doesn't need to.
He actually increases velocity.
Yeah, his changeup is as good as any changeup in baseball. Maybe when we compare changeups, greatest changeups I've ever seen in my time, Johan Santana and Jacob deGrom, 2 ex-Mets. I'm telling you right now, it's not normal when a guy throws 100-mile-per-hour fastballs and then a changeup that goes about 89. I mean, that's a hard changeup. In the 70s and 80s, if you throw a fastball about 91, 92, you're throwing a changeup at 75, 78. It's unbelievable. There's splitters. There are people throwing splitters at 93 mile per hour. Yep. 93 miles per hour. It has something to do with analytics. I mean, everybody keeps talking about, sports becoming more analytic and analytically. And now they have their own departments, not just baseball, basketball, hockey, football. They all have their own analytic department, and they're paying them tons and tons of money to try to figure out the equation on what pitch is going to be more dominant against this hitter and what pitch you do not throw against this hitter, and where to throw the pitch that you don't want to throw against that hitter to that hitter, so he doesn't see the ball as good as if it's pitched in his wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. So it's analytics are everything in sports now, just like I believe sports has become a business, and it's all about money and how much money you can bring in and how many seats you can fill, how many jersey sales you can have, how many hot dogs you sell, how many hamburgers you sell.